Give me fuel, give me fire, give me that which I desire.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Canadian Tire Motorsport Park here in Canada. Pizza Hut 500 for the Piston Cup Series drivers. It's going to take these drivers on a crazy 21 lap road course battle. We are running a little less race distance than the trucks did, but that is alright. We're starting lineup here. You can see the last drivers. Nicholas Wilkinson starts last, and all the way up to the top on the pole is Jordan Forbes. Brad Severs had the pole last time we came to this track. He won from the pole. Jordan Forbes win it here in today's race. Go ahead and get this race underway. One last look at the starting lineup. We're going to take a full screen to go racing here at Canadian Tire. Here's the command to get this race started.
Drivers, start your engines.
Jordan Forbes ready to get this race started. Under our no caution road course policy, we are expecting to see a couple of accidents in this race. Will we see a lot? Will we see a couple? Will we see them at the front? Will we see them in the back? Will we see them in the middle of the pack? Will we see them somewhere? We'll find out. The pace car is about to roll down pit road. We're about to get this race underway with Jordan Forbes going to take us to the green flag. Out of this quarter, we're going to get set to go racing. Jordan Forbes takes us to the green flag, and we're off and running here at Canadian Tire. Good start by that 5 car, and he's out in front in no time. No incidents through that first quarter, and these drivers are fast through these first few quarters, shooting across the track. And Jordan Forbes is out in front. Drivers are everywhere in this track. No incidents so far. Going side by side barely works, but if anybody takes a 3 wide, which these drivers are used to taking it, they're not gonna survive long. The only difference I could see this race is possible lead lap change or a lap. Oh, some hold up in the back there. Looks like Beth Jordan held up a ton of cars back there. Looks like no drivers going through some incidents. No Dog Evs has had one more race added to his arsenal with that good finish last week. Although it really wasn't too good, but it was good enough for him to get one more shot at that 25 team. If no Dog Evs keeps this up, he may stay for the rest of the season. Jordan Forbes will lead the first lap. No incidents being reported on the first lap of the... Oh, never mind. Derek Foster's in the grass. Derek Foster in the grass. He will put John Darby in the grass as well. Just as soon as I say that we go incident-free for a lap, Derek Foster gets turned into the grass. Don't know by who, but Derek Foster is way off the pace now. Barely getting up to the 40 miles per hour mark, and that's going to hurt the 17 and the 31. I don't know who turned that 17 car, but he lost a ton of momentum. Jordan Forbes is out in front trying to get a two quick wins of this season. JJ Hoferberg going side by side. Wow, that was some crazy action between Kamikaze Games and Connor Patrick, holding up the field there in that quarter. No incidents back here. Looks like John Darby easily caught back up to the field. But it looks like Derek Foster has some sort of engine problems. Looks like that's heavy damage to that 17 car. And if he does not get that thing rolling quickly, we may see a little bit of some incidents coming between Jordan Forbes and Derek Foster in that 17. He's looking like he is going relatively slow, and they may catch up to him. Yeah, he's going to catch up to him pretty quickly. It's going to be coming in these next few quarters. Jordan Forbes, our leader, is going to catch right up to that 17 car. 17 car trying to stay off the track as much as he can. He's coming to that vicious corner. Luckily, Jordan Forbes is nowhere to be found on that corner because that could really hurt these drivers if he does not get off that track pretty quickly. They stay single file throughout the track, though. It is single file throughout the field. Derek Foster about to be caught up by Jordan Forbes. I don't think this will hurt him because he is way off the track. Looks like where Derek Foster is, it's going to help. It's really going to help him a lot. So he will not affect any of the leaders. Oh, Barry Slipmobile nearly got into Robert Lucas there. If you see the Twisted Tea Truck Series race yesterday, you will know what Season 2's plans are for basically this series, is whoever is in the chase automatically gets into Season 2 based upon their number. Jordan Forbes is out to a slim lead over a second and a half. Jordan Forbes having a dominant car this week. But does he have the dominant car to win this race? So we'll take a look here at Derek Foster here, trying to see what he's going to do. He has a lot of damage. He's about to head into pit road. Keep an eye on him as we got to see if he's going to park that thing or if he's going to try and repair some of that damage. I highly doubt you're going to repair that damage, though. Derek Foster is down pit road. He's going to enter his pit stall. That looks to be the end of that 17 car. So far, no incidents at all in this race. Well, after what happened to that 17 car, you'd think that would be a good thing. Still don't know what happened to turn the 17. That one will ever be a mystery. But that 17 car will finish in the dead last position. We will take a commercial break here in this race, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Forbes being the dominant driver of today, leading by almost 2 full seconds on Anthony Finch. We will be back in a moment from Canadian Tire.
Check it out.
Check it out.
Salsa is so in.
We are so
Only Taco Bell's Fiesta Taco Salad takes classic ingredients and updates them with a tangy, chunky salsa and crunchy lime-seasoned tortilla strips, made right when you order it.
Looking good.
I told you ladies dig salads. No, you didn't. Yes, I did. No, you didn't.
For a great tasting taco salad, think outside the bun. Spice up the night. Open till midnight or later.
Welcome back to Canadian Tire. Jordan Forbes has been leading all throughout this race, increasing his lead over Anthony Finch every single corner. John Darby's back off the pace. Doesn't look like he got into anything. Looks like the damage that he got from going into the grass is caught up to him. No reports of any incidents whatsoever ever since Derek Foster's little incident took him out of the race. Next week we take it to Armory Super Speedway. Track where it's going to be hell on earth to race if you're one of these drivers. Of course, we also have to talk about the possibility of Jordan Forbes going into Season 2 of the NASCAR Piston Cup Series. NASCAR Piston Cup Series will run a Season 2 under the same name. Piston Cup Series racetracks are possibly going to be the same racetracks we went to this year, but it'll probably be a little more realistic. Todd Darby's back up to head to the longest line. He was bad, but oh, Hachikachu and Jeffy Dix get into each other. Got a little bump there. That was a bump and run if I ever seen one. That was a little intense to watch. But the tracks will be determined. The drivers, there'll be 10 drivers that stay depending on their chase, whatever. There is no necessarily a champion's advantage. Although it may be, I don't know. If you're in the top, like, we already know a couple drivers that are already going to be in Season 2 of the Piston Cup Series. Such names such as JJ Hofer, Beth Jorted, probably Recency, I don't know. He's been having quite the struggle recently. He may not make it to next season. Like I said, it will all be determined by the chase. Whatever the numbers that are still available will be available for new drivers to sign up. If the drivers that have already are in this series, they can re-sign up if they want to. If you are a part of this season and you want to sign up for Season 2, there will be a sign-ups video on that once the season ends, explaining that you can re-sign up. And it is not like the Kickstarter series where you don't get a chance to go into Season 2. If you want to have the same number, just, you know, you would have to, in the sign-ups video, tell me that you would want that number. But then again, you still gotta wait a couple of months. So I like to start Season 2 around Daytona, that's for sure. There is still a crap ton of races left in this series. We are on race 20 and there's 16 more weeks left. There may be some weeks where I may do more than one race a week. You never know. I may go on a completely crazy uploading spree of races because, you know, I may have to if I want to get this started by the start of the 2018 NASCAR season. Let me count here. If I were to count weeks, there would be race 1, 2, 3. Hold on, I missed. Yeah, you get the point. Jordan Forbes tried to dominate this race and win it. This whole entire season, this 5-car has been nothing but silent. Sitting in the back all season long. And at Charlotte came with the biggest upset of his career. Of this series. Did not mean to say it like that. The biggest upset we have seen in this series. Winning at Charlotte. Outlasting Recency in the 28 car with a crazy battle. Now he comes to the line 10 to go as the leader, gaining time every lap. The only thing that is stopping this 5-car is pit stops. If he does not have a good pit stop, it could be game over for that 5-car. Depending on if they go down for pits, to the pits. It's past halfway, so I would highly doubt it. But the lap times are surely fading fast. No cars are going out pit road. No cars are touching one another in wreck. And in fact, they're basically the same as trucks. They are spread out by a couple car lengths. Depending on what happens in the next couple of weeks, Jordan Forbes could be a grand pick for the championship, being the dominant driver that he is. One driver that has not been able to find victory lane success no matter how many times he's tried. Goes to the number 6 at Kamikaze Games, working his tail off. He knows if he gets a win, it's an easy Season 2 pass into the chase and Season 2. I said that wrong, but I don't care. Kamikaze were to win this race. You see Recency going down pit road, looking like a couple drivers already trying to make their moves down pit road. Jordan Forbes not being one of them. Kamikaze Games knows that he needs to win a race to be in Season 2 of the Piston Cup Series. Everybody knows that if a driver wins a race in the next 10 races, they may be eligible to get into Season 2 of the Piston Cup Series. And we all know that it's going to be a crazy, crazy turn of events once we head into Homestead. 4 drivers left in the championship. We're going to battle it out to see who can have the better car of the week. Kamikaze knows that he always has a good car for the front. What if he doesn't, or on the pole, but he needs to get a win soon. He needs to be able to get into victory lane. If not, that 6 car may not return as Kamikaze Games. May return as somebody else who may sign up. But you never know. Kamikaze Games is going to go down pit road. It looks like all the other drivers are as well. Jordan Forbes, our leader, going down. Go ahead and look at some pit stops here. And make sure I focus in on Jordan Forbes here. And a driver staying out. Tip Foster has stayed out on track. He's looking to stretch it. Maybe one more lap. Try to get some strategy going. Trying something new. I mean, no blame him. Jordan Forbes quickly comes off pit road. Because the game's going, looks like another driver stayed out. Nope, that's Recency who already went down pit road. There's Jordan Forbes. Recency's gone up to, I think he stayed in the spot that he was when he came down. So it looks like that strategy played out somewhat good to that 28 car. Jordan Forbes, I bet only lost like maybe a couple, just maybe a second, if not a couple tenths, off the gap that he had. Oh wow, Nicholas Wilkinson really winning the grass on that one. Battle between Rashad Freeman Jr. and Gilliam Renault getting pretty intense there, beating and banging off one another. It's Kamikaze Games going side by side with Recency. Recency having 1 lap older tires than everybody else. Not really sure if that's something, you know, that happens on road courses a lot, but, you know. But if Kamikaze Games wants to have a Season 2 chance, he's going to have to think quick when the signups video comes out in mid to late January. Because if I want to get these sign-up stuff going pretty quickly, I got to get this thing done by the end of December. Which is about 2 months away, and that's about 8 weeks. So I'm going to have to publish like maybe 2 races a week, maybe. Probably may happen. That may be something beyond my control. If I can get my lazy ass and continue doing these races and not doing it like, you know, I may be able to... Maybe, I don't know. Jordan Forbes trying his hardest to go to victory lane for the 2nd time this season. Emotions going high in that 5 car. Somewhere around this area is that Tip Foster machine, wherever that machine may be. Ooh, that's a bunch of cars right there. I'm not so sure where the heck that 40 car went. Well, wherever he went. Oh, there he is. Yeah, didn't matter because Jordan Forbes still managed to get out. Yeah, alright. So, I think he went down pit road, which is a good choice. If I were to try and get these races done by the end of December, so that way season 2 could be a possibility, could be a happening by the middle or whatever of January. I'm gonna have to do some double uploads here of races, which will be happening near the end of the season. Not saying it's gonna happen now or probably soon, but you may see an update video here in the next couple of weeks saying, hey, there's gonna be some double uploads of races soon. Because I need to get these series done. So that way, that way I can start this by Daytona. Jordan Forbes out in front. Five laps to go, I think. I'm trying to do the math in my head. As of right now, I think it's safe to say we know who the winner is of this race. It'll be Jordan Forbes in the 5 unless something bad happens to his car. Probably, hopefully will not happen. Like I said, we're trying our hardest to get all these series completed by the middle of January so the sign-ups for all the series can go out. And I can be able to get these series going by President's Day of February 18th of 2018. I want to get these sign-ups videos out about 1 month beforehand. Probably like, not too far, like probably the start of February, because sign-ups usually go by pretty quickly, but, probably a couple of weeks beforehand would be nice, but understandable. Nothing happening in the back, no incidents. Only incident of today was been reported by Derek Foster getting turned and killing his engine. That's really about all. Guess before we hit the white flag, go ahead, we'll take it to the battle for the second place back here. Actually, third place, I don't know. We'll do a crank it up. So let's crank it up, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Forbes will come to the line, and we will see the white flag spots back right on National Bank. A 8-second lead over Anthony Finch in the 75. Front row will once again finish 1 and 2. Jordan Forbes, who's had a pretty sad start to this season, is now going to cap it off with his second win of the season, this one being more dominant than his first. He won Charlotte, outlasting recency. Now he's going to win at Canadian Tire in a dominating fashion, leading all 21 of 21 laps. No signs of him slowing down just yet. Coming out of the last few turns, Jordan Forbes can taste the victory, and he's trying his hardest to get to the line as quick as he possibly can. Tell that he's really wanting to get to the line quick. Coming out of the last few turns, the zigzag turn. And here's the final corner. Jordan Forbes comes out, and he will win the Pizza Hut 500 here at Canadian Tire by a dominating 8-second lead, leading all 21 laps. Jordan Forbes wins it. His only battle was when this race started, and like we said, there was no cautions in the road courses because of long pacing laps would make everything a lot less intense. Jordan Forbes has won at Canadian Tire. That'll increase his chances of going to Season 2 automatically in next year's 5-car. And that'll do it from us here on the BRN Pigs Racing Network channel for today. We'll look at the standings here. Amikaze with a top 5, a good place finish for KG. That'll be it from all of us. We thank you all so much for watching. And as always, have a good one, everybody.